Hello, water signs. Welcome to your weekly oracle messages. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. If you would like a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. For the month of August, I'm offering a special called Tales of the Sun, and this is a reading that was created into two-part reading. Part one called Sunrise and part two called Sunset. And they were created to be a complement to each other, but they are not exclusive. So if you just want to order one or the other, you can absolutely do that. And this is a reading that was created to reflect upon the Leo themed season we are currently on, which for me is all about the power of the self. And it resembles and it touches a lot on themes of co-creation, happiness, joy, and how to empower ourselves from that core relationship we hold. So, Sunrise, the part one reading, is a reading that reflects on bringing to our awareness what is being birthed exactly and co-created into the light, into our conscious lives, and if it's something that is in alignment or not with what we intend to find in life and what we believe happiness is all about. As Sunset is a reading that reflects upon what might need to be let go of and released in order to find that same point of the first reading, which is all about the path of joy, the pursuit of happiness, that and how that might be unraveling for you. So if you would like to know more info about those specials or any other of my tarot services, just email me. Or if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do so by following the PayPal link, which is also down below, and as well my Facebook and Instagram page. So, water signs. I do feel like the majority of you during this period, um, you're very just by your own self, which means that some of you are not caring. There's this careless vibration about you that for some of you is quite liberating. I feel like some of you are really trying to be free from judgments, from voices, from opinions of the outside world that you might be seeing as pushing you, right, or taking you down into a place of existence where you cannot be yourself, where you cannot do the things you most want to do. So some of you are really pushing aside negative energies, which is a great thing to see. The common energy you have is going with the flow, which is also a great card. Usually in the traditional tarot, this is the Ace of Cups. And I feel like some of you are really flowing in your emotional world. There's a really beautiful sensation here. There's a lot of sensations actually that some of you might be experiencing, especially for water signs that are connecting with nature, that are I feel like natural elements such as the sea or the sun, sand, earth, the smells, scents, even food. It's like your senses are highly developed during this time, and you are it's like things are transmitting to you or talking to you, communicating with you in ways that might be quite interesting. Some of you are really able to connect and tune intuitively with things right now, and when something is not making you feel right, there's this clear notion of you stepping back and finding or taking comfort in this reality and world that some of you have been creating or are creating to shelter and nourish your own selves. So some of you are living a little bit apart, and in a negative way, I also feel like some of you are not listening. It's like you're putting this to extremes where you might not be listening to well-intentioned advice. You might be dismissing completely the value of other people's perspective or opinions due to the fact that in the past that has been a source of problem or a source of it's like challenge to meet your desires. So it's very important here to balance a little bit of this me versus you polarity, because you might be swinging from extremes, and some of you are just doing your own thing and not caring at all as well, with consequences. And for water signs that are doing things that can be a little bit that is not just up to you, it's like things that also involve others. You could be hurting, not wanting to, but you could be hurting others. You could be without knowing, making others feel on the outside, or making others feel undervalued at your eyes. So just make sure that the same sensitivity that you wish others would have to you, you're also giving to others. Relationships are in focus for water signs during this period of time, and I feel like the thing is, some of you are really about you right now. It's really about nourishing your dreams, your ideas, your visions, your desires. You're really building here, or some of you are really building here a strong, it's like self-reliant relationship. And I feel like this is a very welcome energy for some of you that have been battling codependency. But again, a warning for some of you: don't put this to extremes. You might be pushing as well others, or creating problems unnecessarily. People just might tell you something not to stop you from doing what you want, but is their true opinion, and they should be acknowledged as well. For Scorpio in particular, this is showing up as a significant theme, because the card you have is fight. So there are struggles for some of you. There is some sense of battle going on during this period of time that might ramp up here some emotions and bring some resent, anger, for some of you even violence. But I'm feeling like this violence is very emotional. Some of you are really either feeling like provoked, or feeling like others are really pushing your buttons, and there's so much you can stand. And maybe there is a situation during this week that triggers the blowout. It triggers a situation of discussion, fight, where you're being called to be very careful with what you say, with what you do, in the way as well you express yourself. Because what I'm being shown here is that for some of you, this is a battle of love, or a battle with someone in which the two parts are actually fighting, not because it's like, not you and this other party are not fighting because of it's like bad intentions or wrongdoings. I feel like there's just a difference of ways, right? A difference of temperament, a difference of views that might be clashing, instead of being, understood and respected and tolerated. So there's a little bit of an intolerance vibration, either coming from you or from someone you're dealing with. And just be careful with what's expressed there, because in the heat of the moment, there might be a lot of things that we are tempted to say and do, and then we can regret, especially when it's dealing with, again, someone we care about. And then it can be very hard to take back words that were said or things that were said. Just be watchful, Scorpio. I feel like some of you are being called again to be watchful, careful, to also exercise some patience. And this is for all water signs, but particularly to you. Patience. Be more patient or more tolerant with the differences you are encountering, the same way you want others to be with yours. Again, fight. Expect to be tested here. But the thing is, you have integration cards. So again, there is a way to find peace. There's a sense of being able to work with the differences if both parties, or if both energies meet, to actually listen to what each other is saying, to actually listen, to actually care for each other, not to just see your own, vision of the situation as the only one that is right, or the only one that can work. There's a way to meet halfway here. And I feel like some of you, you're both Scorpio energy, you're also dealing with others that have the same, let's say, passive aggressive kind of flavor about them. And so, again, it can be hard to find peace or find a peaceful way to communicate. But this is the test here, because I feel like one needs to be the adult. If you can't be, move away. Don't give in to the fight. Don't give in to the temptation to fight, because it's not going to do you well. It's not going to make you feel better. As I feel like some of you feel like you need to blow out to make you feel better, and you won't feel better about it. I feel like you need peace. And in order to find peace, you also need to go through the challenge, not avoid it, not but go through the challenge is not to, you know, is not to show all your weapons and fight to the death and create the situations of bloodbaths. It's actually to surrender to the experience, surrender to the other as the other surrenders to you, and both listen. And if that can't happen, wait until you are sure of what you want to do, because again, in the heat of the moment, many things can look as something they are not. For Pisces, you have the Source card, which is a beautiful card here. I feel like some of you are, it's like a piece, it's like the last piece of the puzzle is being given for some of you to understand what you need to do to find a state of happiness and joy. I feel like some of you, there's this work completed, or this work that is being completed, especially for Pisces that have been trying to find some sort of spiritual development, or for Pisces that have been trying to have, you know, a positive resolution into a situation. I feel like some of you are going to get it. You're going to know what you need to do. You're going to receive the sign that you have been waiting for. So really pay attention to, again, the signs that Source is giving you. I feel like some of you are powerful channels right now of divine flow, divine information, divinely guided ideas. So pay attention to your senses, especially your intuitive ones. This is an immense creative period as well for some of you. And creating and being involved in creation is going to help you find a better state of harmony between heart and mind. Some of you, the work has been about this, developing, again, this harmonious channel of understanding and balance between mind and heart. And I think you're about to get it, or at least during this period of time, this balance is really there, available for some of you. Some of you are concerned with maybe leaving things behind. But as you go through this energy of letting things be, I think that you let things be and things fall into place, and you understand, oh, this is why, or actually this is what will be. So there are things you fear that are, I feel, not founded in truth. It's a fearful reaction to the unknown. And I feel like the more you let things be right now, it will work better for you, because then you will see how things kind of mesh themselves together, how they bind, yes, with each other and combine. So I also feel like some of you have been trying to push something to happen, that it can't be pushed, that it can't be, you know, rushed, accelerated, given to you before time, given to you before it's ready. And this week you might understand that and accept that and be okay with it and move on to a next, to another energy that actually you have more power into, because this is a powerful card of power, having the power to create whatever you want. And either you will move on to another creative project, idea, situation that you feel you have more of a saying to, or you will just recharge and replenish your energies in a way where you're just okay with how things are. You are okay with the timing that situations are taking, because you know that that's how it's meant to be, and that's how everything will turn out to be just fine. For Cancer, you do have this card, which is innocence. This is a very youthful, childlike energy, but filled with the wisdom of the elder, right? So this is a card that combines both the naive, innocent aspect of the child and the wisdom of someone that has experienced quite a lot in life, that has experienced and seen so much and understood so much and learned so much that aside of his age, his physical age, he's able to see, just like with the eyes of the child, the beauty of things. Because what I'm feeling here is like some of you are returning to a very pure element, that the pure element that is about your essence, right? Something here about who you are, that nothing can corrupt or taint. Some of you are understanding that you have an inner child that has been smothered, or that you have been or an inner child, or a relationship with this inner child of yours that has not been healthy, working in a healthy way with who you are now as an adult. So some of you are rescuing parts of your child, your sense of child, that are very necessary for you to find joy, beauty, glamour, magic, and to dance through experiences in life in ways where you're able to reap the most out of it. Some of you are really for fun times. I feel like Cancer can have a great, great, great period of fun, party, socializing, being out there, or just even with indoors, but dancing, jumping, racing, driving, climbing trees. It's whatever activities appeal to you. Some of you are really going to put all of your energy into, or you should put all of your energy into doing things that just as a child you would love to do. So some of you are returning to old things, or going to places, or connecting with people that really make you feel like this child, or make you feel supported in a place of you that is very special. It's very very valuable to. It's like there's something about you that carries value. But this value is not, it's not the value that maybe some of you have been trying to. It's not how you have been trying to prove yourself in the world or with people. I feel like you have been trying to be, to prove your worth, your beauty, your magic, your creativity, whatever it is, what you have been trying to do to receive love, or to receive acclaim, or to receive support. You have not been doing that in a way that matches that essence, and now you are, some of you, called to express the pure essence. And you're going to draw things just like a magnet. I feel like some of you are really going to draw a lot of attention. There's this energy of colors, wanting maybe to wear more vibrant colors, or wanting to be in colorful and animated, environments, places, wanting to fill your life with colors that maybe you have been missing on, especially for Cancers that are still trying to battle their past attachments that are a little bit taking them down. I feel like this is a great time to recreate your life in ways where, even for Cancers that didn't have the best, or don't have the best childhood memories, or thoughts, recreate your child, recreate your inner child, recreate a little bit of the childhood experiences you had, and that can be done in simple ways. You can go to places you used to go. You can engage in activities that you used to engage as a child that used to make you feel good. You can meditate and visualize a better relationship with your parents or with any other situation that was a little bit tough on you. You can do so many things to help that part of you to be safe. I also feel like some of you needed to feel safe or needed to feel that you were in a safe environment or place to fully give life to the lively child, the jumpy, very jumpy child here energy that you hold. And somehow, I don't know how, but somehow this might be relevant to what some of you are going through, either because of you or because even the fact that you are just in a much more cheerful mood. For those of you that are a little bit more unconscious, it could just be that you're in a cheerful mood. You're just in a mood to have fun, and that's it, and you're not allowing anything to stand in the way. Some of you need just to watch not be too reckless. Again, this is a card that sometimes, an energy, the Page of Wands as well, that can be a little bit reckless and take unnecessary risks. Take risks that are, again, safe and measured in the sense of authenticity, and those that respect and honor who you are and the things you want to see out there in life. So I hope you have a great week. Thank you so much for all of you that have been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hopefully we'll see each other soon.